So I just finished filming a whole video and then was like, oh my gosh, I didn't tell them about the newest therapy gain. Hey everybody, it's the D.I.D system, and if you've been following me, you know that I've been doing deep brain reorienting, DBR, in therapy as way of trauma processing. And one of the things that I had noticed was still very much a factor was that I still had a pretty strong fawn response in the presence of safe individuals, including our hubs. And so one of the nice things about DBR is that you can go in with a target that isn't necessarily a traumatic memory, and the process still works. So I went in, I said, this is still an issue, and no amount of self-talk has been able to break the instant fawn in my body. And I realized it was the response in my body when my eldest, who is now like this, was just losing his mind about something, and my body didn't go into fawn. And I was like, excuse me, let's bring it down. And I was like, why can't I do that in these other situations? And then I was like, oh, I feel it in my body. This whole thing just comes, I fawn. Okay. So that's what I took to my therapist. I was like, can we work on this? And she said, all right, well, let's go to a memory where that happened. And I was like, got it. And so it was a much easier target to process than some of the traumatic targets that we've done. It felt like that it didn't have to go as deep. And it was definitely a little more, I don't know, it was more gentle to process. It only took 2 sessions. Some things take months. So I was like, okay. I was not expecting the results to be so quick, y'all. I mean, so quick. That very following week, a thing came up, and while I was uncomfy, I didn't just immediately flip into a fawn response. And I was like, okay, I like that. Well, then a week later, this is 2-3 days ago, I am walking on a busy city road, and someone leans out of their car and says something quite rude going by. I would normally fawn in these instances. I would just, instead, I did something I have never done, which is with my whole chest in public, yelled, F you, except I didn't yell F you. I yelled the whole thing. I've never loudly cussed in public. I've never, I can count on both hands the time I've yelled in my whole adult life. And none of them have been in public. And I felt it too. It was just an instant response, and I was like, oh, okay. So just because it didn't take as long and it didn't feel like it had to go as deep didn't mean that it didn't have dramatic, immediate results. And I am quite frankly excited to see how this continues to play out. But I was surprised, but not gonna lie, a bit proud. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you.